Hey, what's up, everybody? Captain Nader here, and I am in the shop today doing a little something different. I'm working on, so I printed these little tusks. I'll show you what they look like. Ugh. I printed the little Darth Vader tusks for the helmet. Let's see if it'll zoom in on or focus in on it here. There it is. These tusks. Printed those on the old 3D printer along with the buttons, all the little things for the chest box, and then I've got each belt box pieces right. Let's see if this stupid light and these little baggies here, I've got one of them done in there and the other one in this bag. Just got to put them on there. I'm gonna have to fix them all up, you know, and sand them and all that good stuff. But these are so fragile. I mean, because they're just 3D printed and they're right there on the front part of the mask. So I've got a little idea of, I'm just gonna kind of cast these. I'm gonna make a little mold, a little silicone mold for these, and cast them out of I've got some polyurethane. It's 2-part polyurethane casting resin from Specialty Resin and Chemicals. So it's real easy to do. That's what I make on my teeth, my Chewbacca teeth. These bad boys. That's what I make them out of. And I mean, it's not even 15 minutes and you can take them out of the mold. I've kind of take them out of there sometimes a little sooner than 15 minutes. But anyways, so I've got these bad boys, got 2 of them inside of this little plastic cup here. And I've got them spaced out, you know, evenly to where I can do 2 at a time. I could probably do 4 in there, but I'm just going to do 2. I mean, I'm only going to need 2 for the version 1 and then 2 for the version 2. So it's not that big of a deal. So let's get started on that. I'm going to go ahead and mix this silicone up and we'll come back and I'll pour it in here and show you what it looks like. All right, guys. I've got this is one of the parts of silicone and this is the second part, and I'm gonna mix them together. I'm gonna put a little tiny bit of this yellow in there just to kind of, I don't know, give it a little color. Got Wookiee hair everywhere. So let me pour this in here. Sorry about the mess, man. I've got to clean my shop right now. I just kind of finished printing everything that I needed to print and sanding stuff, so it's just kind of a disaster. So I'm gonna pour one part of this silicone in here. And then I'm gonna pour it back into this cup in a minute after I mix it. Put that yellow tint just a little bit in there. If I can get it to come out. It's not coming. I bet we'll get it now. 2 drops. That's all I'm doing. I just want it to have a little bit of color to it. Gotta mix this stuff pretty good. You got a little bit of working time. I don't remember how long this is on this. This is Specialty Resin and Chemical, just silicone, platinum silicone rubber. And let's see, it's just 1-to-1. So work time, you have 40 minutes and it cures in 8 hours. So you don't have to like rush, which I like that. some of the silicone, some silicones you gotta work with them pretty quick. I'm not really worried about air bubbles either. I'm gonna pour it pretty high so that it's just strings down in there. I haven't been working with silicone for very long, but man, I love it. It's such an awesome thing to use. You can do some really cool stuff. Okay, so I mixed it in this cup. I'm gonna pour it back in the first cup, so I can get all the stuff that was on the bottom of that cup. Sorry if you can't see this. Kind of got a weird angle. Probably because of all the crap in my shop here. It's like no room. I am cleaning this up though. Either tomorrow or the next day or Friday. Got to get it clean. Start working on some finishing this version 2 Darth Vader helmet and then the belt boxes and stuff. Alright, so I'm going to mix this up a little bit, get all that stuff that was on the bottom of this container. And it should be mixed good enough by now. You can't really overdo it though. Clean my stick off. Put it over here. And so there's my little container there. And then I'm lifting this up pretty high and I'm gonna drop it down in there. See how it's just stringing down in there? You probably can't even see that on your... Just slowly pouring it in there. I'm hoping I mixed enough up. I think I did. To go over the top of that. I'm just going to let it all drain out in there. Get my little stick here. Get what's left in here. All right, so throw that in the trash. So now I've got it looks like a little cup of lemonade. A little cup of lemonade there with some Darth Vader tusks in it. And then after this cures, which 8 hours from now, so tomorrow I'll come back and hopefully I'll be able to pour me some little tusks for the helmet for the version 1, and then I can just do the same process. Use some of that resin, that 2-part resin I was talking about, and make some tusks for the version 2 also, because they're the same size. Anyways, guys, I wanted a little quick thing I wanted to show you there. We'll come back whenever this cures tomorrow and hopefully pour some tusks without any problems. I'll see you then. All right, everybody. So I've waited a day and my little cup of, I like to call this my little cup of lemonade. So now I'm just going to take it out of here and we can see if we can see if we can pour one. And it might work, it might not work. I don't know. I've never done a little bitty tiny part like this. So, I need something to get this out with. Or I could just break this. These are just like cheap little, I've used these, I've showed you these before. They're little Dollar General cups. I think they're like for, I don't know, weddings or parties or something. But they're so cheap. I always use these things. I have a massive stack of them. All right, so there's my little, you can see them in there. What I did was I super glued them to the bottom of that cup so that they would sit upright like that. And I'm gonna pour them this way. So where it was glued to the bottom, it's actually gonna be my top. So now I just have to cut those out. I'm gonna get my little razor blade here. And I'm just gonna kind of do a little zigzag cut. It's gonna be hard to show you this, but okay, so that's gonna go. So I just made a little zigzag cut. And so when it opens up, if you can see that, it opens up like that, and then it fits back together. So I'll just put like a rubber band around it, and it'll hold it together. All right, let me do this other one. All right, so now I've got little holes there. Somehow I'm gonna pour resin down in those and just let it fill up there. And hopefully I'll get a couple of little resin tusks for the helmet. So I'm gonna put a piece of, actually, you know what? I'll put this plastic down here because I know I'm gonna get it all over the place. And I'll mix this resin up. I just need a tiny little amount. I'll show you my tiny little cups too. See, they're little party, the tiny little things. Little party cups is what they're called. I'll use these. I just need a little bit. And I'll put some gloves on. Backwards. I'm just gonna guess on the measurement of these. Just get it close to the same. It's the same as that silicone that I used to make this mold. It's just one to one. Polyurethane casting resin. So I'm going to start with this side, the resin side. Can I guess about how much I need? We'll go with that amount. Probably going to be way more than I need, but oops, I got some in there. All right. I don't have anything to stir. I'll stir it with this. So once you mix this, you've got just a little bit of time. To mess with it. It starts kind of changing changing colors. I need to put a rubber band around this real quick. If I can. Yeah, that'll hold it good enough. And then pour it down in there. Hopefully it's going down in that hole. It's hard to tell. I might use this little bobby pin to make sure that it's not just trapping air down in there. This is going to be messy as heck. All right. So now we'll just sit and wait. Come back in 15 minutes and we'll have a look at, see what it looks like. We'll be back. Okay, so it's been sitting here for about 15 minutes, and as you can tell, I got a little spillage there. I should have thought about that little tiny pour hole that I wasn't gonna be able to do that, but that's all right. This stuff cleans up pretty easy. I can just like peel it off of this plastic. But you can tell when it starts to set up, or when it sets up, it turns white. When it starts to set up, it starts getting warm, and you can tell that it's about to, and it'll kind of change color, get cloudy and cloudier and cloudier, and then just completely turn white, like it is right here. So let's take this baby out of here, if we can. Should be good to go. There's going to be some cleanup, obviously. I'm trying to show you. I can already tell one of them is kind of funky. Come on out of there. It's not bad. Oh, there's my little Tusk. It's gonna take a little bit of cleaning up, and this one right here, it's kind of got an air bubble. I don't know if you can see that on the, just a tiny little air bubble on there. I'll just put some super glue in there or something and fix that up. Get these off. Man, it is coming down outside. We need the rain bad. And it has been raining like crazy today. Let me clean this up a little bit more. Well, there you have it. A little, see if you can see, a little tusk for the Vader. Oh, there you can see that little hole. It's okay though. These things are going to be a lot more sturdy than that 3D printed tusk. Clean this one up. So there you have it. If you want a copy of you know, a little piece like that for your helmet, or like little greeblies or something, make you a little mold using that, using some of that, some silicone, some tin cure or platinum cured silicone. Now, I have heard, let me read this real quick. I have heard that some platinum cured silicone will not work with like resin printed parts, so just think about that. You might need to get tin cured instead of platinum, but works alright with FDM. So if y'all want to copy a little part, get you some silicone, make you a little mold, and then it's, I mean, as you saw it, I literally made this mold last night in a small amount of time, and then today I took the pieces out of there and poured it in there, and I have a, it's 20 minutes, I have a, like a solid part. So anyways guys, I hope y'all enjoy this. I hope it helps you out, and if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment. If you got any questions, holler at me. I usually answer every question, or I respond to every comment, so let me know. Anyways, y'all have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.